We're down at the New York Supreme Court in Lower Manhattan at 60 Center Street today, doing some man-on-the-street interviews for Reputations in Crisis. My name is Mike Paul. I'm from a TV program called Reputations in Crisis. The question is about CNN's reputation and two people who recently got fired. The head of CNN overall, Jeff Zucker, and a person you might have heard his name before, Chris Cuomo. They say that CNN is in shambles now because of these two big firings and that the station is struggling now. But what I want to know is what's your opinion of CNN's reputation today?
Well, I actually watched CNN this morning.
You did?
They're covering the whole Ukraine crisis.
By the way, their ratings regarding the war and Ukraine are through the roof in a good way because people say that they have a lot of reporters on the ground and are able to tell a good story. But go ahead.
You know, I find some of the stories conflicting because I switch through channels from CNN to maybe Fox to maybe Pix 11 or whatever, all right? And I find...
Local and national news.
Yes, I find the stories conflicting, all right?
How so?
Because CNN will really over-exaggerate, you know.
That's not good for a reputation.
No, it's not. They over-exaggerate and they keep running the same clips over and over and over and over again, you know, trying to more or less convince us that this is what it is as opposed to like Fox News. They'll show you the clip, they'll run the segment, and that's it. And they move on to the next story. You know, even though I know CNN is like a 24-hour news cycle, all right, but if you don't have more information or more news for us, you know, why continue to run the same segments over and over and over and over and over again? It's repetitive. It's redundant.
So it will make you switch that channel then to something else sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
Your overall impression of CNN's reputation today is
that they're so focused on what narrative or what motive that they want to, a bias that they want to promote instead of actual facts.
And if you had to give a grade, A to an F, what would your grade be for CNN today?
I was, I'm just being a little bit extreme, but it's probably F for me because I think that they say a very fabricated version of things, and I think that kind of creates you know, hostility and anger and confusion within communities. And I think that, you know, if you focus on the facts, that those things wouldn't happen, and people are realizing it. So I think that
so they got some work to do.
They have a lot of work to do, and they have to start putting the news as the facts of the news, and not whatever bias or image that they want to represent as.
Thank you very much. Please follow us on their YouTube channel and listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.